you know what I'm saying, you get all this money and then you lay down tracks talking about killing your own people. Beefing with niggas.
Ain't that fucking hate? Says Esau can scream anti-Semitic. But what about, can we scream anti-black people with some shit or anti-nigga?
Yeah.
Can we scream the same thing?
Yeah.
And Shaq put that documentary up. Matter of fact, he put that documentary up and he's going to show the movie in his theater. Why it ain't called that shit anti-S?
Yeah.
You know? That's the fucking double standard behind this damn devil, man.
And then the so-called JW is the one signing these niggas to actually push this shit, man. So why the fuck can't we turn around and clip on you devils, man? You're not about to have the power no more.
That's right!
And you don't have no power over this word either.
Hell no.
You don't have no power over this. Even Yahweh Shai, when he was delivered before Pilate, he said, you're not in control here. He's basically telling them, like, you can't take my life. It's the Lord, it's my Father controlling this.
Right.
I died, I laid my life down for the sheep. That's what he told him.
Right.
Right. And that's bottom line. It's nothing you can do to stop the prophecies. Go ahead.
That's right. And it says, verse 20, the young man, this is Matthew 19 and 20, the young man saith unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? And Yahweh Shai said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
Right, so Yahweh Shai said, sell what thou hast, because he had some substance, and give it to the poor. So we're looking at these guys like Kyrie Irving. He committed $500,000 to the ADL. The fucking ADL. Is the ADL poor? That's an organization ran by wealthy JEWs, man. They're not hurting for money. But yeah, you gotta give these motherfuckers $500,000 to get off your ass, right?
He had to drop that.
So this dude, he's not in the spirit.
Yeah.
Because if anything, nigga, if you gave it to the ADL, you can give it to the apostles.
Yeah. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy that he had to go through that just for posting a clip from Hebrews and Eagles, a documentary. Just for doing a screenshot sharing a doc. Hypothetically speaking, let's say he wasn't even supporting it.
Right.
And he just shared it. He had to go through all of that.
And yeah, he didn't have no statement attached to it. He didn't say,
this is the link.
This is the best documentary ever.
Then the ADL rejected it, man. They said that's not enough. They rejected the $500,000 donation. They said,
and that's when they
apologize, boy. Yeah. Say Toby, boy.
Exactly.
That's basically what's going on. They don't want the money. And then when he apologized, the leader of the ADL said, I think he still got some work to do. So what the fucking point in apologizing, man? That's the devil for you, man.
Fuck you, devils,
weak ass niggas, man.
You know what, man? Amalek, we gonna fuck you up, man. All right?
That's right.
You the slave, man. You not over our people.
Right.
You damn demon. We don't owe you shit.
Right. Apologize for
Apologize for what? You gotta apologize when we put you in slavery, nigga.
Yeah.
That's right.
Apologize for them slave ships you built.
That's right.
Slave ships, Jewish slave owners,
Right.
they was making the insurance companies.
Yeah, that's them niggas.
It was all them. The bankers.
And that goes back to the plantation. United Healthcare.
The bankers of England actually funded the slave ships, man. So what the fuck? We wrong for actually pointing out the facts.
Right.
The facts got you hurt, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, you not hurt yet. You not hurt yet. You not hurt yet. You hurt in the spirit. But your ass really gonna be hurt after this World War III, man.
Snatch your
After our Lord come back.
Yeah, we can get hands on you niggas, man.
Hey, pull that precept that says, charge them that are rich in this world, man.
James 5.
Yep.
I got a little bit more.
Let the precepts go, man. Start bringing on start cutting them.
Read the rest of your
This is verse 22. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. And that's exactly what these niggas do, man. That's why these niggas, Kyrie, they fold, man. Kanye, he gonna fold, man. You know? What's another dude that Kendrick Lamar? Fold, man. Kodak Black, fall,
yeah,
man.
Where Kodak at? He posted a picture with the Apocrypha talking about I'm a Levite, man. Now this nigga on here rapping about I'll be smoking meth in the studio. Cause Trump white ass let your ass out. Now you gotta be all PC and shit.
Right. And it says he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And
yeah, so that's why all these situations, because this ain't the first time that we had that brothers, we've seen, some type of celebrity calling himself waking up to the truth. So 9 times out of 10, when it's a celebrity that's their money's level, whatever, is in the millions or tens of millions, they usually fold. That's why Yahushua said that. So hardly a rich man enter into this kingdom. Because why? They value their money over the truth. See? That's why the Lord usually calls brothers that are destitute, working a 9 to 5, no job, whatever. Yeah. Because we ain't got nothing to lose. Right.
That's right. And that's why you gotta embrace the struggle that you're in, man. Be thankful for it. Because we could be lost like these motherfuckers out here. It says, and again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter to the kingdom of Yahweh.
And why is that? Because you got to give up all of that, man. Because after Yahushua broke down all the simple laws you got to keep, the rich man said, Lord, I've been doing this. I ain't fucked nobody's woman. I ain't did this and that. But, hey, as we said, it's a leap of faith you got to take, man. You got to go extra. Lord said, all right, you've been doing that. All right, now sell all you got, man.
Right.
Then follow me. He was like, hold on now, hold on. You see, that's where Jake got to pause.
Yep.
But you see us, man, hey, we young men. I came into the truth, young men. Brothers and came into the truth as young men, man. All that live it up club shit in your 20s, we gave that shit up, man. And we came into this truth and in hopes that the Lord accept that sacrifice, man. That's the leap of faith. It's bigger than keeping laws. It's actual real action, man. Yeah. If Kyrie Irving was to say, I ain't gonna play basketball no more, I'm gonna put on a garment, hey, the Lord might accept that. Yeah. But that nigga apologized, and now he gonna be on the court next week, man.
Like Jeremiah, he was probably only 9 or 10.
He did that. Yeah, he would.
Probably 9, 10 years old when the Lord called him as a youth. That's why he said, I'm but a boy. Because you become a man when you about 12, so Jeremiah had to have been younger than that. He had to have been 8, 9, 10. He was out there cussing Jake out, man. That's when the Lord wants you. He wants you when you haven't been, used up, so to speak.
Spotted, yeah.
You're unspotted when it comes to your experiences in this world. Yeah. It's like if you compare a woman that ran through all kind of dick, you don't want her when she's 45. Right. Bitch body count is like 500.
Yeah, you got it.
I want a chick that's like 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, you got to get
what I'm saying?
20.
So it's the same comparison when it comes to the young men that come into this truth. Even our apostles and elders, they were young men when they first came in. I think Apostle Hart said he was like in his early 20s.
Yeah.
They were 17. Apostle Carr 17, 16. So they were between being teenagers to early 20s, man.
That's right. And that's why it's also important to not want to be seek to be rich in this world, man. Because that's going to be a trap to you. Because clearly, these men, they can't even speak out what they feel. They can't say, hey, look, we're the Hebrew Israelites. They can't just post shit on it. And Nick Cannon, that nigga folded so goddamn quick. He was all over Instagram talking about we real Jews, we this and that. He had the turban on his head, all types of shit. Yeah. He still wearing the turban and shit, but hey, you can't say you can't say a motherfucking thing.
And they were like, we got something for you, nigga.
And a week later, he's sitting down with a small hat.
Yeah.
All black suit
chopping
on.
it up.
Right. He's educating him.
Right.
Oh, we got to educate you now. Which we know when Esau used the term education, what he really means is brainwash. Education does not mean I'm going to break down the truth to you and make you see what is the real of the situation. No, I'm going to, set your mind right so you can start getting on the objective that I'm on. So you could be, not telling the truth no more. Because the real education is the scriptures. You have a proper understanding of the scriptures, that's what's dangerous.
I got a couple for you. This is James chapter 1 verse 23 or verse 22. Verse 21. It say, wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your souls. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man beholding his natural face in a glass. You see? Oh, you got it.
Yeah, man. So you gotta actually do the work, man.
Yeah.
You can't just say, "Oh, I know I'm an Israelite." You
Yeah.
share some shit about us being waking up to who the Israelites are,
Kind.
and the buck stops there. That's
Yeah.
it.
Kind.
I'm gonna be saved now. Now I know I'm an
That's
Israelite.
it.
Now I'll share on my social media platform who the Israelites are, and then you ain't doing shit else, man.
That's
Yeah,
it.
even Yahweh said, "Go ye therefore on the highways and hedges."
Nah.
That's the main avenue of how the Lord wants His real warriors to get down.
Right.
Ain't no goddamn Twitter post gonna satiate the Lord's desires, man.
And them niggas ain't got integrity, man. Hey, honestly speaking, if I was Kyrie, they talking about pay them 500 bands and apologize, I would have fucking quit.
Bro, he's already a fucking multi-millionaire.
Yeah, I would've
like,
quit.
nigga, you can walk away from the NBA and still be set.
yeah.
Like,
I
what the fuck you gotta be scared of?
I would have quit and came to the camp, man.
Yep.
He's already a fucking million. Like, you can literally retire, and you and your kids will
Right.
still be wealthy until you goddamn gray and set and soggy, man.
If you got enough money, he could open up, buy a bunch of fucking Popeyes, and that money will still be flowing, man. It ain't going nowhere.
And the good thing, he ain't got to take shit from Amalek no more, man.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Like, all the fucking money in the world, you can't buy it fucking a peace of mind, man.
Right.
And
You know
when
how
you get
oppressive it is of being on them fucking small hats?
when you get high enough in talent or knowledge of the left-hand side, these guys actually sign deals in blood to where they understand it's not just losing the money, they can lose their life.
So look, man, if the Lord is dealing with you and the
Right.
Lord called you out of that shit, they can't do nothing to you.
Right.
Because the scriptures say, look, the Most High the Most High belongs to issues of life and death, man.
Yeah.
So Amalek cast 1,000 spells. If the Lord got you, he said none of them have plucked them out of my hand, man.
No enchantment
So
against
Amalek
Jacob.
is low level. He's only doing what Yahweh about you and Yahweh Shah let you do.
Let's
Right.
do. Yeah,
But these niggas don't understand that.
He's like a gnat.
Yeah.
This is James.
Gnat. Gnats are small and insignificant, but they're annoying as shit. They know how to disturb you, but that's all they can do, man.
It's James 1 verse 23. For if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholding himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he is.
Right, so it don't do you no good just to wake up in the morning and go look in the mirror. You know, you're gonna wake up, look in the mirror, but don't you gotta go get up and go to work, get some money? You know? So you hear that you're an Israelite, but hey, we knew we were Israelites when we was in ancient Egypt being wicked, man.
Yeah.
You know? So you think the Lord cares about that you just know that you're an Israelite? You don't give a fuck if you know you're an Israelite or not, man. He says what? If you love me, do what? Keep my commandments. So you're supposed to go out there and keep the commandments, you know? Keep the law, statutes, commandments.
Yeah, peep this, huh? James 1 verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. You see, and that's where real blessings lie. Real blessings lie in the spirit, man. Out of all the bullshit that we caught this year and past years' experience, you can look back at yourself and say, I'm a better man. You can look back at yourself and say, I'm a man of integrity. Shit, hell, we men of the Lord, man. We gotta say that to ourselves because we doing what the men of the Lord will do, man. By Kyrie tweeting a damn documentary link, that don't make him a man of the Lord, man. Because the same interview Kanye said we the 12 tribes is the same interview he's smoking blunts. You gotta be simple and plain, man. You like, yeah, we the 12 tribes, and then the nigga Nori passing the blunt and he hitting it. Right. He ain't a man of the Lord after that, man. So he ain't blessed. Right. I'm gonna read it again for y'all. It say, James 1 verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and contend therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, you know, Jake that come by, listen to the word. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll see y'all brothers later. Gone. We tell Jake the name of the Lord, it's gone 15 seconds after we told him.
Yeah, the Lord ain't dealing with you fad Israelites, man. This thing ain't a fad, man.
Right.
Because Jake gets this knowledge of us being royalty, and all that does is make him pompous and proud. Oh, I'm the shit. I'm an Israelite, you know. So that's why they want to share this message, because they want to feel special. Oh, I'm not just a nigger. Oh, I'm supposed to be on top. Cool.
Yeah.
And then it stops. They don't want to do none of the work,
Yeah.
man. They want to keep none of the law, statutes, commandments, man. They back to, like the brother said, hitting that fucking blunt. They're back to going fucking somebody else's bitch, making some more rap music, and fucking throwing a damn ball in the hoop.
They say, it's like,
Go ahead. I was gonna say it's back to shut up and dribble, man.
yeah.
Go ahead, man.
They say, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem religious and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is in vain. Pure religion and undefiled before the Most High and the Father is this: to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. See, that's pure walking in righteousness, man.
And to visit the widows and the fatherless is by teaching this truth, man.
Yep.
Because you are on the scene to give hope unto people that are
don't
destitute.
have none.
Because a woman that doesn't have a husband in this world, really, women act like that's insignificant. But from an ancient world perspective,
You out
that
there.
woman was done.
You out there.
Or and you know what? That's gonna come back because these bitches gonna know that they're supposed to have men.
Okay.
But and also a fatherless child, that child was subject to the elements, whether it's being sold into slavery, sex slavery, you know, being in poverty, begging in the streets. That's why in a lot of ancient world movies, they'll have those like kids, like little dirty kids running around stealing bread. They'll be in the market begging. That would be the fatherless. So when you come to preach this word unto those people, you giving them hope. And that is what the Most High value. That's why he said that is religion undefiled. That's pure religion. Is when you do that. You know?
That's it on that, y'all.
You got something wrong? Yeah, this is the book of Sirach 31. And I'm going to start at verses, matter of fact, the whole chapter is good, but we're going to jump around. Let's start at verses 5. It says, he that loveth gold should not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. Okay? Because when you think of these celebrities, man, like Kyrie, he redacted on everything he said. He had to get an 80 an apology, man. Why? Because he's been corrupted by the riches and the mindset they put on him, man.
Yeah.
You see? So with that being said, he couldn't do what the Lord told him to do. Like the brother said, you put a documentary out there, doesn't make you a man of Yahweh by shot.
Nope.
But you were corrupted by this word.
Yep.
Because you didn't exercise the holy law unto your neighbor or to the Most High.
Yep.
Right? And it says here, gold have been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it, and every fool should be taken therewith. You know? Because, hey, he sacrificed to riches, man. What can I do in order to stay rich in this world? That's why the scriptures say charge them that are rich in this world, man. Because he didn't think about preaching the gospel to the widows, because if he did, he would have said, fuck this, I got enough money, I'll quit. Fuck you, Amalek. And he would have called the nigga by his real name, man. You know?
Yeah, Amalek.
And you actually gain all those things, the women, riches. You can actually get all of that, but it takes suffering.
Right.
It takes suffering, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it do.
Like King Solomon, he asked the Lord for wisdom first. And then the Lord told him, because thou asked for wisdom, I'll give you riches, glory. Because he asked him for wisdom as it pertains to judging the people. Because he knew how heavy his office was. The king of Israel, the king over the people that are supposed to be a light of the world. That's not to be taken lightly. You have to have serious wisdom when it comes to how you're going to maneuver among Israel. Because a false move among the leaders can corrupt the rest of the people. That's why the northern kingdom got taken out first. Why? Because all their leadership was corrupt.
It was corrupt.
And they started putting molten images among the people and making them worship gods that were not Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So that's why wisdom is so essential. That's why when, as brothers, we in this thing, the Most High is building his future kings.
That's right.
He's putting us through certain circumstances, difficulties to give us that wisdom, man.
Right.
Wisdom don't just come overnight.
Yep. From the mud, man.
Wisdom is like fucking, like if you understand how marble sculptures are worked, you see the finished project, it's beautiful, it's carefully detailed, but that motherfucker came from a huge slab of marble that they had to chip away with continually and beat, and so he can form the eyes and the face and the beard and
smooth,
the body,
perfect,
all that, smooth it out. That's how the Most High is making us, man.
That's why the Lord is building the perfect third temple through us, because every brother is sculptured to fit the Lord's temple, man.
Each brother,
man. And that comes through impurity, like when you go to like those gym shows, like a lot of they say the finest type of stones are put through the most fire to test the integrity of it, man. You know, and brothers are out here being tried, man, so we could be a perfect stone that go in that building that's being made.
That's right.
You know?
I got a precept, y'all ain't got one? This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. It say, but godliness with contentment is great gain. And that's just one sentence, but you gotta deal with that in itself, man.
Ooh, it's great game.
1 Timothy 6, verse 6, but godliness with contentment is great gain. Cause there's so many options we can do in this world, man. Brothers, we got talents. Brothers, we got skills.
Yeah.
Brothers, if we was in the world, we'll take off on some shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
But this godliness and being able to come to camp and being able to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments and being happy with that, that's great game, man.
But guess what? You made an excellent point. If we was in the world, we'd take off
We'll
on
take
anything.
off.
But guess what? We taking off with this truth, and we're the best at it. What the Apostle Charles said, he said, name anybody in the world that can come up against GMS.
Nobody.
The scriptures, man.
Nobody.
How many people have we confounded just in the years we've been out here? We've dealt with
Everybody that
we've
came
dealt with
against us.
Muslims,
Farmers.
we dealt with farmers, sinners, we dealt with scholars, we dealt with right in
Niggas.
Westport, and we put them all to shame, man.
Yep.
That's right.
It say, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. So, hey, Kyrie, Kanye, man, you came in here butt-ass naked, man. You didn't come into the world a billionaire, man. You didn't come into the world with a basketball in your hand, man. You came in here with the spirit that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gave you, man. But it say, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Be content, man. The scriptures say, be content with all that you have. Be satisfied with what you got. Like we were saying, Kanye, we could have just fucking walked away. Kanye could have just fucking walked. You still got 400 million, man. You halfway to $1 billion, and you still can't be content with that.
But they're conflicted with the world. See, they got all that worldly fame. Like what that nigga Mitch saying, pay the fool. He said, yeah, sure, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga got
I love the game.
But he like, if I lead a group, would niggas love me?
They gonna love me?
Yeah.
I feel like one of them ball playing
Hey, man,
niggas.
you supposed to say, fuck these people.
Wicked,
'cause
man.
These people, they don't stand for the Lord, man. Anybody that don't stand for the Most High, man, you gotta write them off.
Right. Hey, cause a lot of these people do that shit to impress other niggas, man. He worried about if I leave, what other niggas gonna say about me, man.
Niggas
Hey.
saying with the fans love me.
They love me.
You
Hey.
a drug dealer that serve fiends, nigga.
Hey, when I came into the truth, man, I cut my phone off. I ain't talked to nobody, man.
Yeah.
Nobody. Fuck him. Right? But anyway, it say, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. It say, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Yeah, because they live in the good life. So it's very, when you get familiar with that money, when you done been to Mykonos, Greece, you done been to the Caicos. You know what I'm saying? You done been to different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Fuck the hottest women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas done smoked the best crack. You know what I'm saying? They done did the best drugs.
Yeah.
Now when they understand that they have to separate from that in order to get the Lord,
hard.
they don't want to do it.
Hard. Very
But you see versus comparison, that's why we make the point that the Lord raises up the lowly, because we haven't invested in the pleasures of the world. And you know, some brothers do come out of certain finer situations and have experienced a lot of things, but usually the portion of those people that did do that, 9 times out of 10, they would not come into this truth.
That's right. Let me finish it off, all right? I'm gonna read verse 7 again. It say, "For we brought nothing into this world, and it's certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us therewith be content."
Yeah, so your funky ass Balenciaga shoes, they ain't making it into a chariot, man. The nigga woman, your funky ass weave is not gonna be with you after America's destroyed.
Yeah, her bundles.
Your all the money you made with your little business. Oh, I'm doing Instagram ads now.
Fashion Nova.
Yeah, I'm a Fashion Nova influencer. Fashion Nova's cutting me
you
$5,000 a month.
You bitch.
That's not going to make it out of this kingdom. The Lord is coming to do away with all of that.
That's right.
Regardless. And see, these people are so deceived that they believe that, okay, well, I'm going to do something for my grandkids. I'm going to live an old life. Or some people are just so wicked that they are just living day to day. Like they don't really give a fuck about what their circumstance is going to be a year from now or 5 years. They just want to live that good life that they doing now.
And Jake's so fucking lost, man. Jake don't understand they generational wealth don't work for Jake's, man.
It don't.
Yeah.
It don't work for you, man.
The curses.
The curses is
Because
on.
do you know how rich the descendants from Black Wall Street would be if that actually continued? Let's just say that never got destroyed. That was in the 1920s. That was 100 years ago.
Jake wanna stay here.
100 years of those dividends being,
Bro.
they would be billionaires.
Bro, hey, sharecropping.
Yeah.
Think about how much sharecropping would be worth, bro. If you still here, bro.
Yeah.
That's a multi-billion-dollar industry, man. Easily.
Let me finish this, bros. It say, 1 Timothy 6 verse 9, "But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare." Why is it a snare? Because once you get a little bit of it, you want more of it. See, but it's like crack, man. Being honest, when you watch the documentaries on these crack addicts, they never get as high as they first high, man. They first high is all they chasing, but they never get it. Just same thing with niggas. Once niggas get that first 100,000, they just want to keep going and going and going and going. It's no limits.
Yeah, and a snare is a trap. When you're trapped,
It's a trap.
You're pinned in that position.
You're done.
You can't get out of that. It's hard to get
done.
out of that circumstance, like a raccoon caught in a trap or a bear in a bear trap.
Yeah.
It's trying to wriggle out. It wants to move, but it can't. That's like the riches of this world. It pins you down to that circumstance that you're in, man.
That's right.
For whatever reason. You know, and that honestly speaking, that shit is foreign to me. Cause I'm just like, you know, brothers be like, fuck this world.
We
like,
used to be
I'm
a
from
bro.
the perspective, like, I don't even really understand this shit. But for them, that's just what they're going
Yeah,
through.
we used to be.
You know, we just understand this from the scriptural perspective, because that's what the Lord told us, and we believe it.
It say, "But they that be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many and foolish, hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition."
Yeah, you been holding for a minute. You go, then I'm gonna go after you.
So basically, this with that final precept, that final little statement, these niggas that are celebrities, and it's funny too, the Lord, how he had it manifest. You had the music side and the athletics, which is like the most influential part of Jake's, how they link up.
Be a rapper or a hoop.
You're gonna be a rapper or a hoop, and they got both is exposed. But them dudes, they gonna get destroyed, man.
Yeah.
These we talking about now, but we get 5-6 months, a year down the line, these gonna be the same people taking the taking that charagma. So we'll see who really is about the Lord. I want to post this documentary, or I believe in, nigga. Let's see when that charagma comes out.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 11. "How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off."
Which Maktesh will represent, it was an ancient merchant city. I believe it was a mercantile city within Israel, where a lot of financial dealings were getting pushed through that city. Because that is the same. It's modeled the same way with
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Because they had a lot of business dealings on the Mediterranean.
Northwest coast, I believe.
That's right.
But I brought that out.
And New York is a coastal city.
Right.
A lot of the immigrants that came from Europe They had that influence of European immigrants and shit. They went to New York. They sailed through what they call Coney Island, not Coney Island.
Staten Island.
Some island. It's a particular island that they went through to get processed and shit. I know that's that.
They go through the Hudson Bay though.
That's an island. I forget the name of that.
One
island.
the immigrants go to.
Yeah, but yeah, like so, it's the same deal with this.
Yeah. And I brought that out because it says all that bare silver going to be cut off. Because you know, it dawned on me, all of you guys got silver, man. Kyrie, Kanye,
Ellis Island.
Yeah,
Ellis Khan. And see, the Lord is basically showing you, he's using y'all basically to get the attention on Israel. But then he's also showing you how much of a bitches y'all are, man. Because y'all are the de facto leaders in society, man. There's no leader amongst our people. These niggas that have some kind of status or money in society, y'all are the leaders. So the Lord is cutting that off.
Right.
He's using you to show what the truth is, and then he's gonna make you look stupid, man. Because y'all aren't the real leaders of Israel, man. The men that have been laboring in this thing, that have been teaching the truth. At risk of their own life, those are the real leaders. All right?
Yeah. So a lot of these financial, that goes into people that got money, financial advisors or investment companies, stockbrokers, because the way money is dealt, they based a lot of their systems off credit. So they'll say, okay, we entrust this particular amount to this person because you got a business plan in which you're going to bring in this money and make us a certain amount of money off of your plan, right? Whether you're buying products and then you resell it and make a surplus. That's the basic concept. But those very same people that got the money, that shit gonna be through. Right. The banks, Bank of America, Chase Bank, people gonna run to the bank and it's gonna say, hey, we don't got nothing for you.
And they gonna make it real.
You can't take nothing out of your account.
And the crazy part about it is, like, even in like the dollar, right? They call it the liquid gold, black gold, whatever you want to call it. Like they said, cash is king, but see, they're gonna have to convert them dollars over to digital tokens, man. Because most people don't know, at the time of the economy collapse or economic collapse, if you ain't got silver or gold or tangible dollars in your pocket, then you pretty much fucked, man.
Right. It shows you that it's all witchcraft. And even that wicked nigga Charleston White brought it out. All of America is basically one just blinded, man. When all these Edomites came over there, they was dirt poor, man. The crown financed it. Even Columbus, his voyage was financed by the Spanish crown. All of this shit was started up by a big ass line of credit, man. And then y'all came here and y'all raped and y'all pillaged and y'all took gold and y'all took certain lands to get that money paid back.
Yeah, because Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, they financed the voyage over here.
Right.
And a lot of those Amalekites, though Columbus, he claimed to be Italian, but he was Amalekite. A lot of them was already exiled from Spain during the time of the Spanish Inquisition. They already kicked their ass out of Europe.
Right.
So they like, get the fuck out. They financed the voyage because they knew that it was Israelites over here. And they knew that they was coming over here to kill Hebrews. And they knew that there was a lot of gold over here. Right. So their whole voyage was to enslave them and take that gold and bring it back to the box.
Yeah, it was. You see, it's a big ass enterprise, man. Yeah. Hebrew interpreters, all kind of navigators, a fleet of ships, people with swords, people who know how to work. They even brought horses over here, man. They had full intention on coming over here and taking everything, establishing their name, and now today the entire Western Hemisphere speaks 4 languages, man. The Lord hasn't forgotten about that.
Yeah, he was ready when he came. He had his shit ready. He was like, yeah.
Going back, it says, verse 12, Zephaniah 1 and 12, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil, man. And that's the spirit I got from that nigga LeBron James, man. Because he gave an interview today basically throwing Kyrie under the bus. But you can just tell this nigga, you can just tell Amalek got to that nigga before the interview, man. You could say this, you could tell this nigga had a talking to before that.
Right.
You say, I'm gonna say all the right things because if LeBron has the most influence over the NBA. He's basically to Michael Jordan what was back in the 90s. That's what LeBron is today. If LeBron says some shit, all the players in the league gonna come out. Yeah. But you can see on LeBron's face that nigga, they got to you, man.
Yeah, because that nigga was caught a couple years back. He was wearing some fringes, man. He had the Blue Border fringes on, so he knows that he's an Israelite. If the folks are wearing t-shirt and fringes.
If LeBron would have came out, look, they would have backed him. If LeBron would have came out, everybody else would have fell in line behind your bitch ass, man.
Right.
You just You just pretty much stopped the Lord's awakening, man. You didn't stop shit, but bro, the Lord could have just sealed the elect right there if your bitch ass just would have said something.
Yeah. So he talking about there's no place for hate in this world, man. Well, let's see. Hey, how the fuck?
You devils are showing us hate every goddamn day, man. What the fuck you mean ain't no place for hate?
Right.
Did you forget about George Floyd that quick?
Right.
You niggas was just up in arms about Black Lives Matter a couple years ago.
They stopped the whole playoff game for that shit, man.
But that's the thing about Jake wearing the Black Lives Matter and different names on the back of their jersey and shit. But see, the thing about you niggas, man, you think that, okay, well, I don't want hate among my people, so therefore I can't hate nobody else.
Right.
But no, fuck
that,
man.
Right.
You supposed
Fuck
to love your people and hate the heathen, man.
Right,
man.
We hate the heathen, man.
Thus saith the Lord, man.
That's right.
We hate the so-called white man. We hate Arabs.
Right.
We hate Chinese people.
Yeah, Japanese.
Okay? We hate all you people, man.
Hamites.
Hey, let's not get it twisted. Hey, we hate 2/3 of you niggas.
Yeah,
too,
we
man.
hate you niggas.
Hey, let's
too,
get the
man.
scriptures to back it up. The Lord say so,
Hey,
man.
keep that at Amos 5, man.
Hey,
5:15, bro.
Yeah, because the reason I brought that out, just real quick, LeBron, he's a billionaire now. So he's settled on his knees, man. To him, he's good. I'm just gonna not fuck up my bag. I'm gonna sit here and shut the fuck up, do what I'm told.
Hey,
and he's settled, man.
Hey, Gabar, brother, if you watching, man, if you don't boycott LeBron after this, you going off, man.
You're gonna have to burn that
You
LeBron
got to
jersey.
burn that
man.
LeBron. You got to burn that LeBron jersey, and we gonna come see you.
He was speaking just like a wicked ass nigga, man. You could tell. I know Amalek got you.
Appreciate it. This is Psalms 139, verse 19. It says, surely thou will slay the wicked, O Most High. Depart from me, ye bloody men.
Right, and where's you can't come against that. Where's the hate in that? The Most High said he will slay the wicked.
Slay the wicked.
He said he's literally gonna fucking kill you people, man.
Right.
He's gonna slay you.
Right.
So let's see if that's fucking hate speech when the Lord start doing that. He ain't gonna be talking, and that's the thing. The Most High, he's not gonna be talking. Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, he's not going to talk. Because he already has his emissaries here doing the speaking. So when Yahweh Shai comes back, he gonna show you his hatred when he fucking zaps you, man.
Yeah, he ain't going to the negotiation table. What can we talk about this life? I already talked to you. I done talked to you niggas for years.
Talk to Derek Shaw.
You know
And the scriptures go into the return of Yahweh Shai. Where does it say he's gonna talk?
Hey, the scripture.
There's no scripture that says Yahweh Shai is gonna be speaking. Everything is in pertinence to what? War. He maketh war. They're going forth the sharp fire from him. He's not going to speak. You're going to hear the chariots. It's going to be like a loud boom. The scripture's going to the trumpet, but there's going to be a loud noise at the time, which is the missiles flying and the chariots coming.
Right.
But it ain't going to be no loudspeaker saying, well,
Y'all need to get right.
This your last time. This your last chance.
He gonna
Keep your
talk about
commandments,
fucking
brother.
Because he said he should vex them in a sort of space. Because hey, think logically, man. You can't. These people are fucking illogical. You can't reason with these fucking people, man.
Right.
Nah, you
These
can't.
people, they gotta get fucked up,
You
man.
gotta kill him,
The
man.
Lord ain't gonna come back and hold a meeting with the UN and try to get all the nations.
chop it up.
Let's talk.
Come on, man. Follow the law, man.
Let's talk, Yahweh Shai. All right, you own that part of it. Just let us keep parts of yours. No, man. Yahweh Shai gonna come back. He gonna fuck you people up, man. All right, because you people, you're unreasonable, man. You're unreasonable. You're unfathomable, man. It's to the point the Lord is done talking. That's why he's gonna get us off the streets, man.
That's
Right. We're the voice of the Most High out here, man.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
This is
Y'all
Psalms
get me hot now.
139, verse 19. It says, surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O power, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain. Hey, and here's the kicker, man. Psalms 139, verse 21. Do I not hate them, O Lord Yahweh, that hate thee? And am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? Verse 22. I hate them with a perfect hatred,
Perfect hatred.
and I count them my enemies.
Enemies, man. So Amalek, you the fucking enemy because you the enemy of the Lord. You sitting there counseling with demons, with the spiritual demon Satan and Beelzebub and Molech, trying to put enchantments on the Lord's people. Because they show their hatred for the Most High by how they show their hatred for us. And by how they push agendas that come against the Most High's word. Like, look at the homosexual parades that go on in the land of Israel, man. That's them showing that they hate the Most High.
Right. And LeBron, man, and you see all this shit going on. That's why you couldn't even look at the camera straight, man. They buck broke you, man. Because my thing is this, man. My thing is this. You see all this hate going on in the world for your people. One Jake running from the cops, they shoot at the nigga 90 times, and he's down, they still shooting him. You don't see that nigga?
Right. One dude.
On one fucking dude, but you tell me I'm not here to spread hate. How the fuck is a screenshot of Hebrews to Negroes expressing hate?
Right.
But the fact that Hebrews became niggas because of another nation, ain't that hate?
Yeah, right.
The fact that we was called Hebrews, which is another way of saying Hebrews, we were called black, we were called colored, we were called Afro-American. What the fuck are we? Is that not hate? When somebody take your identity, take you to one side of the world, kidnap you, and then put their identity on you. That's the ultimate form of hate, man.
Right.
And then made you go off and get your power.
And work.
It fucking work, nigga, for free.
Yeah, they didn't rape your moms and shit. They split up whole families, man. That's
come on, let's look at
man.
it like this. If you want to weigh on the balance, okay, one side you got the acts of hatred that have been committed by our people on our enemies, but then you got the actual hatred that our enemies put on us. Esau's hatred and his acts of hatred that he done is way worse. You was hanging niggas, man. Yeah. Cutting off, castrating, like what he was going into. The acts of that they did, man. Way worse. Yeah. The Most High is about revenge.
That's right.
Because we didn't just wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to hate small hat people. I'm going to hate so-called white people. It's about what you did, man. You're not fucking innocent, bro. I see, okay, we just being the bullies on the block. We just talking shit about a harmless people. But you devils deserve every amount of cussing out that you get, man. You're the goddamn devil of the earth. Yeah. So we ain't wrong for calling you out about your wicked acts and then saying also in turn that we need payback. Yeah. And then also with that documentary, it had nothing to, it didn't say half of what we say. Yeah. We talking about Esau really getting it. Right. But then all that documentary was exposing is our identity and the false identity of our enemies. But that's hatred. That's tipping the scale. You can't even say that. You know what I'm saying? Esau, you a pussy hole, man. You a fucking pussy bitch ass nigga.
Motherfucker.
All right? Because you can't even take us for claiming that we're Israelites. Even you call that hate. Even you call hate the truth behind you financing slave ships. That's hate. Right. Nigga, you ain't seen hate. Yeah. You ain't seen hate. You ain't felt our hate. But you're going to, man.
Hey, you know what, man? And like this nigga Malcolm X said, bro. You know, y'all get to it after that. But he said that the reason why they always go that route is because they use what they call deflective tactics. When shit exposes them, they gotta project the shit back on you. Yeah. Like you expose Amalek for being a penis-biting, herpes-giving nigga, right? But when you bring out the facts about their true history, then he gotta project it onto you like you the perp, like you the fucking problem. How am I the problem when, nigga, you financed our slavery, man? Don't you know that the slave ports were closed on so-called Jewish holidays? Why is that? Because the Amalekites, man.
Yeah, right.
Ain't no other nation suffer like we did, man. I don't give a fuck what happened to them fucking goops, man. Them niggas got paid off after World War II, after having them in internment camps, man. You gave them niggas 200 bands of family, man, or more. Yeah. What the fuck did niggas get? And all the reparations that the Native Americans are getting, them ain't even real natives, man. Those are 5% Indians. There's a real guy that brought it out and said real natives ain't getting reparations, man.
Right.
They in Oklahoma going through it.
Bring this out real quick. Yeah, you got it.
And that's not to mention, Slaki, brother. I was going to add on to this brother's point too real quick. That's not to mention how evil these people really are. Because we really only bringing out half of what Esau really does. Like, these dudes really sit there and molest children, bro. They really sit there. They really sit there and commit blood sacrifices of children, ripping out their hearts. and witness the fear in the child's eyes while they raping him, man.
Yeah.
Not to mention the circumstance that our people are in today. They, behind the scenes, laugh at it. Behind the scenes, they can't get enough of seeing Jay kill each other. Like the videos we see where niggas get, they die on camera, 2 niggas shooting. You got Amalek sitting back laughing at that, bro. They literally do that.
The concept of a switch, man. Niggas didn't think of putting switches on Glocks out of nowhere, man. Esau put that knowledge in the hood, man, so more niggas could get killed, man.
Liquor stores, the crack cocaine. Crack cocaine was invented in a lab by a so-called white man, man.
Right.
The CIA funded the crack era, man.
Right.
And the CIA and the Mossad is the same goddamn organization, man.
Right.
That's right.
They're the same organization. They work hand in hand, okay?
Facts.
So they all had a hand in that shit, man. They knew that shit was gonna destroy our community, but you know what they said? So be it. Fuck it. Let's look at them. Like the scriptures say, they look upon the nakedness of their neighbor. They give us wine to drink.
Yeah.
So they can mock at us, so they can laugh.
You dumb niggas, you gonna be fucked. The most I gonna fuck you up because you co-sign that shit, man.
Right.
Go ahead, man.
This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes. Because you had that bitch that played on Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis. She's up there crying, man. Did you see how this whole thing, they're acting like they're victims? They're acting like, oh, that was hateful what you said, Kyrie. Can you apologize? Kanye, you hurt a lot of people, Kanye. That's how they approaching it. But it says...
You don't give a damn if they hurt you, man.
Right.
Who said that we actually had to care about your pain and suffering?
Yeah.
When the fuck did that become a law?
DEFCON wrong.
You see how they acting, bro?
That's why, hey man, we should have boycotted that weak ass Halloween movie. That movie was trash. It was weak. It was stupid.
She said you should have this kids
And the
taken
Most
from
High gonna send a real Michael Myers after your ass, man.
That's right. It
Wait,
says,
talking about taking people's kids, ain't that hate speech?
God.
Fuck out of here.
It says, he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. You know? So that's basically Amalek in a nutshell with this whole anti-S thing, man. Because they're on the surface, they're claiming to be victims, that they're attacked, that this leads to death and all this kind of stuff. Like in the documentary.
And you know what? Blood, you just said he would not be satisfied with blood. The blood of your enemy being spilled is supposed to basically bring a balance to your feud, right? It's supposed to bring balance. But Esau not only killed us and enslaved us, he want to beat us to the dust. Like it's not enough that he kills our people and does what he does. He's like, nah, I'll hate you forever, man. That's how we feel. We hate you forever, motherfucker.
Right.
It all goes back to Jacob and Esau.
But that's what the Lord said. That's what the Lord said. Hey, he gonna put double on them because they was only supposed to beat us a little bit, but the affliction continued.
Right.
Yeah. That 40 acres in the mule shit, that didn't happen for us, man.
Real quick. So 17. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And the thing is, this guy Kanye brought out his trainer. I don't know if you saw that message that he sent him. Trainer basically threatened
to zombie land.
Right. He threatened to have his ass committed, man. Reinstitutionalized. So this guy's supposed to be your trainer, right? He's posing as a nigga, help you stay in shape and shit like that, but really, he's handling you.
On the agenda.
How does a nigga that's a personal trainer can threaten the 5150 your ass, man? Have some orderlies show up, big brolic ass niggas with a needle in their hand, come take your ass away and lock you up with a straitjacket.
That's it, man.
You see? That's this guy Amalek, man.
Yeah, cause what Esau is, he's an opportunist, man. Regardless of the situation that you're in, he's gonna take that and benefit himself, man. That's why, hey, this campaign that we see, this bitch almost ran the curve, looking at us. Hey, but hey, the situation is he's trying to do damage control, man. You know, Jake done spilled the beans. Now what do we have to do? Now we have to revert back to defense. We have to be the victims again.
Exactly.
You see what? Hey, one thing about us, through spirit and power, y'all bashim y'all shot, we gonna stay on offense, man.
Because you know the victim role, that's powerful. You said that the psychology behind being a victim is very powerful. Because if you can get the people to believe that you're wronged, that you were done wrong in a situation, then you would look for also to get appeased. Because a victim always deserves something. If you're a victim of a situation, you deserve recompense. So now if you get the people to believe you're a victim, then whatever type of vengeance you take, the people will be cool with it. Like, oh yeah, he should get his children taken. He should lose these endorsements. He should lose this money because he did something to hurt this person.
Right.
Yeah. But they ain't the fucking victim, man. We the victims.
That's right.
But see, that's what happens when you can spin a narrative, when you own all the news stations and shit. You can play that victim shit, and that's the psychology of playing on people's emotions, man. See, Amalek, he has public opinion because, like, if you even do the statistic-wise, in America alone, they say that 29.5% of Jakes make up the crime. 69.5% of Edomites commit all the crimes here. But why is that not being put on the news, huh? But every time you look in the news, it's a nigga. It's a nigga that's shooting somebody. It's a nigga that's raping somebody. It's a nigga that's shooting at another nigga. But yet Esau just barked down the whole city. And they turn a blind eye to it, man.
It's crazy, bro. Amalek specifically is like less than 1% of the crime, but they commit all the crime. Amalek is behind all crime.
Hey man, you know something, man?
Amalek is behind all crime.
Edomites, man. I can't stand the motherfucking devils, man. You fucking going to slavery, man. You have no fucking right to walk around here free.
That's right.
Fucking
snobs. That's what you call snobs.
Fucking
but
devils,
Amalek is behind all the crime.
You got these fucking base ass people walking around here,
Ain't
man.
shit. They
know they
shit.
fucking guilty.
They behind all the crimes, bro.
You know what? It's Esau.
How many niggas that got chained up in their basement right now, man? They probably committed all kinds of crime, man. But a nigga worried because his tax ain't right.
Yeah, These niggas worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hey, because you know what proves the fact that Amalek is responsible for all the crime? Because he sits in the judgment seat. He actually has the power to clean up this kingdom and make it more righteous. So he's really the one behind all the crime. He's the reason why the prison houses are full. He's the reason why, you know, the court system is making so much money and they're just lawyers overloaded with cases and shit, man. Why? Because it's a system that plays into, okay, well, we're gonna make money off of crime. Crime is just not something to be executed or we're gonna try to rid it out of our society. No, crime is a business. Right. Crime is okay if we're gonna make money off of the judge and the lawyers and the laws that we set up. We're gonna turn that into a business because that's how this guy thinks. He thinks of everything as an opportunity to gain because Esau is a demon. There are avenues of life to where the finance or whatever, it shouldn't be even in your mind to think about it. Because when you judge righteously and when you have order in your kingdom, everything good that you're supposed to get will come naturally. Whether it's money, love, family, health, it all comes to you when you are in synchronized with the scriptures. Yeah. Well, and that's what this devil don't get.
Appreciate it for you.
Get that in Sirach 10, bro. Yeah, you got it.
He puts the gain first. Oh, we got to get this money. Okay. All right, man.
This is Psalms 12, verse 3. It say, the Lord shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaketh proud things. And you know, these Amalekites, they speak proud on the oppression of our people. It say, who have said with our tongue, we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? Because, hey, they don't believe in Yahweh. So they go on their own shit. But it say,
that's why they're so emboldened to come on these public platforms and just tell straight up lies. Because look what the Lord did to Herod. Remember when the people was exalting him as a god? His ass got struck down that very same hour.
Yeah.
See?
Matter of fact, Antiochus, bro, he came against the Israelites. The Most High gave his ass a plague on the lawyers, man. They said the stench was so fucking bad, they didn't even want him around like that, bro. You know,
stay at the crib. Nebuchadnezzar, he got turned into a beast.
Bro, he was proud, bro. He was proud as hell because he thought he took down Jake by most. I'm like, man, I'm gonna turn you into a fucking beast, man.
It say Psalms 12 verse 5. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith the Lord. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. The words of the Lord are pure words. It say the words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times.
Right, and the ones that puff at us, going back to that earlier part of that precept, is our enemies. Yeah. Because that's basically their reaction to anything that Jake tries to do. Oh, these niggas, they can't get out the hood.
They say there is.
Oh, these guys talking about Israelites. These guys ain't shit. They working at such and such.
Yeah.
You know, I got this guy working for me. I'm talking about here, Israelite. You ain't shit. You my slave.
Nigga working at Conoco.
Yeah. Man, you guys are in the hood drinking E&J, man. What the hell you think you are? You're princes, people. You're princes of power. But that pompous laugh, man.
I'm gonna read it again. Psalms 12 verse 5. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith the Lord.
And the oppression of the poor is sighing of the needy. That the Most High literally hears every time an Israelite groans out.
Yeah.
Every time an Israelite experiences oppression.
Yeah.
Every time your boss is at the job being an asshole.
Fuck. Yeah.
The Most High hears all of that.
You feel that.
It's all been tallied up. Every single instance of an Israelite being killed in the streets.
Well, hey, in Exodus, it tell you that it says that the cry of Israel, his people came into his ears and he raised up Moses.
That's right. So all of that is being, and that's why this is so dangerous, and that's why it's going to be a snowball effect. See, Esau's trying to get ahead of the curve and trying to show an example, trying to
get a head start of it.
But behind the scenes, the common Jake is like, fuck that.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck because it's actually more Jakes that's in poverty and don't got nothing to lose.
Right, yeah.
So they're like, fuck it, I don't got a Nike deal.
Yeah.
So I come out and say, well, fuck the so-called JW, man.
Yeah, God.
And that wicked ass nigga Charles White
Yeah, Charles White said it. He said, fuck the Jew.
Fuck you. You can't even say Jew, nigga.
It say, Psalms 12 verse 5. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith the Lord.
Now will he arise. The Lord is arising now. He's giving his truth to his prophets. And he's gonna work things even more. Cause it's gonna get high and holy hell out here, man.
Big time.
It's gonna get real dark.
Big time.
It's about to get very fucking dark. There's gonna be a lot of death, a lot of judgment, a lot of more lies being unleashed. But even then, the Most High is gonna have his truth prosper.
Hey.
He's gonna have his elect being delivered and safe.
Yeah, on the right hand, not a lot of more miracles.
More miracles.
Brothers with spiritual powers, man. More of the hopeful elect coming into this truth, man. Because the scriptures say you can do nothing against the truth before the truth, man. The more you try to shut us up, the more it's going to be more people like us that believe and proclaim this
and you know what?
Man.
We not fucking regular men out here.
Hell no. We the men of the
Don't
world.
let this world try to shame you into being, I got to be nice. I got to be... Because I was watching a video, they said the worst thing to be is a fucking socialite right now. Yeah. All in the world mingling with these people. Yeah. I mean, we have our dealings. You brothers, you not going off, you go have a drink or you fuck with the hoes, you know. But still, like, we're war ready.
Yeah,
like, it's sometimes you just don't have that luxury of being laid back.
Yeah.
Like of being chill and you want to come home and just watch TV, but you can't really enjoy it because you like, man, we're living our lives in anticipation of what's to come. We know this shit ain't light. We in the midst of a spiritual warfare. Yeah. So that's why we feel the heaviness, and you try to get a drink or ease your mind or read a book, but it's something there. But you know what? We're at war. Yeah. We're at war. It's wartime. It's the reason why, when the warriors went out, we were slaying men, putting them, them Canaanites to death. Before you came into the camp, you had to purify yourself to get that spirit off.
Yeah.
But it's like now we got that spirit just constantly.
It just stay on.
That's why.
just
That's why
stay
even
on.
Apostle Hart say, man, if somebody come into the elevator, I try to push the thing to. He's like, sometimes we feel like we bugged out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We feel bugged out. Like, damn, am I really just bugged out?
Hey, bro, I used to go
Like, I'm
through
trying
that
to
shit with
avoid
the nigga that used to live across the hall, man. Man, I gotta deal with this nigga.
Yeah.
I used to drive around the block in a certain car. See, go in the crib. So I'm like, I wanna bite this nigga fucking head off, man.
Mike Tyson. Hey, I'm gonna finish this. It say, now will I arise, saith the Lord, I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. Psalms 12, verse 6. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace, purified 7 times.
Ultimately, that safety is going to come in the kingdom.
And also that's going into how these words can be, that's a completion. Can nothing come against the scriptures because it's been tried 7 times as completion, man. Purified, man. That's why the Bible will stand the test of time. Versus all these other books that these people print, these religious sacred texts.
It's flawless.
The Bible has withstood the test of time. Because of prophecy, man. You can read the Bible and be like, damn, this was written 2,000 years ago, but you know this for this prophecy.
Today.
The scriptures go into prophecies way, way beyond this time, man.
Right.
1,000 years
Into
in
the
future.
kingdom.
Yeah.
Esau being destroyed. It's
Esau,
like
Esau knows that. Esau knows that too. That's why the argument. That's why he's trying to cut off the conversation before you get to the Bible. He don't even want us questioning anything. He don't want you looking at the documentary.
Yeah, Kanye didn't pull out no precepts, man.
That word, it ain't nothing you can throw at it, man. We're gonna be vindicated. You go into that Bible, man. We're gonna be vindicated, man.
It say, Psalms 12, verse 7. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest man are exalted.
Yep.
See? As you see, hey, we in Kansas City, man. The wicked are walking on every side around us, man. But who is exalted? Amalek, man. Who is exalted? The children of Satan, man. You got it out.
That precept will call for. This is the book of Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein.
So you got a ruler that's a goddamn degenerate. That's why you got these weirdos out here walking around here, man.
That's right. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah.
Right. And Esau don't give a fuck about his own people, man. You think the so-called Jew give a fuck about a typical cracker, man?
Hell no.
Hey,
That's his people.
This show you how wicked this fucking nigga is. The rabbis and the Jewish motherfuckers are basically stating that the biblical Edomites are so-called white people. He took the whole identity off himself and put it on his other people.
Yeah, they
like,
put it in their book.
there go the Edomites. Leave me alone. Hey, nigga, you the chief of them. You the chief of the Edomite, nigga. You are Esau. If Esau is walking the earth today, the nigga would be an Amalekite.
That's the devil, man.
That's how you know Tom Deceiver right there, that he can convince the whole world that he ain't the fucking wicked. He can convince the whole world that he's not even in power. I ain't running shit. I ain't doing nothing. I don't own Disney. I don't own none of this shit.
Yeah. I don't control nothing.
He don't convince the whole world that he's just this motherfucker undercover guy that's just out here just doing this shit all damn day
he don't
long.
do nothing wrong.
This motherfucker running the whole damn world, man.
Because he's white when it's convenient. It's like he's hiding in the shadow. Because you know Amalek, when we was in the 50s, and you saw a whites only restaurant, did he say, oh no, I'm Jewish, I can't go in there, I'm not white? No, you walked your ass right in there, man.
Shit,
And then as soon as you get attacked and doing some wickedness, oh, now you're an oppressed people.
Yeah.
You know, now you bring up the H word that nobody can say anything against. Now you're anti-S.
Right.
You know, see how you switch back and forth between being white and so-called Jew?
And that anti-S shit is so goddamn powerful. There's some other countries if you get labeled that you're anti-S, you go to jail, man.
Yeah, because it you know what? It mirrors a lot of times when our people was persecuted for the truth's sake. Like, for example, right? Daniel, he refused to bow to an idol. Like the men of basically the certain servants of the king found that he was still praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And he wouldn't step away because he's like, this is my power. That's who I'm supposed to worship. So him actually saying, him conforming to what the king would say would mean he's bowed down to a lie. Because that's why the scriptures call them what? False idols, false gods. Because they're not of the truth. Because the true God is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's what it's all centered behind. Because Esau, the scriptures say that he sitteth in the temple of the Most High, declaring that he is the Most High. Right. So why? He wants you to bow down to him because he's an idol. Because he's a demon. So when you say anything against him, oh, you anti this, you anti-Sem.
But you know what? Only people that really bow down to him is the American people. You notice everybody in different countries, they don't fuck with Amalek like that, man. Israel do not fuck with Amalek, man. Fucking Elon.
They come openly against him.
Yeah, they don't fuck. Nobody fucks with him. Only people that fuck with him.
If the so-called JW went to Iraq and tried to build a synagogue, you know what they would do? They would straight up put them to death. They try to build a synagogue somewhere in the Middle East, or you go to one of them African countries, oh, we gonna build. You see Amalek there, oh, we gonna build it. No, they gonna put their ass to death. Right.
You see, like, I'm gonna zoom in on that sign right there, right? It says the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, when you go to Germania Minor, the Romans, the French, the Spanish, the British, the Greeks, and America, which is the whore, notice those are Esau's strongholds in the world. Those are 7 governments. Those are the only people that really openly accept Amalek because Amalek runs all those particular governments, man. But other than that, the Lord, they don't fuck with Amalek like that, man. Right. They don't deal with him, man. You know?
Yeah, I was watching this documentary called Dark Travel or some shit like that on Netflix. And one of the last episodes, the dude goes to South Africa. And Dark Tourism, that's the name of the show. And he goes to South Africa and they actually running drills to run away from them from Jake and them Hamites coming to take all their shit.
Yeah.
And so he was participating in some of the mock drills they had. They got to pack all their shit up, all the herbs and stuff. And they know they don't want it there, man. Yeah. They know they hate it. And they look like straight Amalekites down there, man. Goofy as fuck, snaggle ass teeth and shit, big ass nose, ugly ass bitch, man. Right, getting ready to run.
This is Daniel chapter 3, going into that what the brother was saying about bowing down. This is Daniel chapter 3, verse 16. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so,
meaning we don't give a fuck, man. That's what I said, we're not careful, meaning we don't care how we respond to what you're saying, motherfucker. We stand on what we believe in. Because when you have careful, that means like you're inhibited by something, like you're worried about how somebody gonna feel about what you say or what you do. But he said we're not careful. We declare our power boldly.
Yeah. Right.
Boldly. Go ahead.
It says Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. Daniel 3, verse 17. If it be so,
show you that's the spirit of Jacob, man. They ain't give a fuck, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was ready to ride. They knew it was gonna come because they knew like, hey, we might get put to death, but fuck it. Fuck it. You know?
It said if it be so.
What is death? It's nothing. Go ahead, brother.
If it be so, our power, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king.
Right, because because what idol was gonna deliver Jake, man? Is Haile Selassie gonna deliver Jake? Is the Christian church gonna deliver Jake?
No.
Hell fucking nah, man. But the living God. That's why you gotta have that faith in him. Right. How about you, Yahushua, man? Because all this shit is all fucking idol worship, man. Right. Them fucking cars can't deliver us, man. Yeah. You got niggas bowing down to shit that don't even talk. That's why the Lord called them dumb idols. Dumb is a person that can't speak, man.
Right. Yeah. And it's so beautiful, God, why the Lord He's detaching us, and He has detached us from so many things, because it's like this truth, this truth. He saw bugging out about Jake saying this truth. You really see that video? I'm gonna have to show y'all. But anyway, that's why it's so beautiful that we got the truth. That's the only thing to rely on, and the brotherhood. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, the women go rogue. jobs go rogue. They're not sustainable. The only thing sustainable is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know? You got something? Is it more on that, bro?
I got something, man. I got something, man. I'm gonna try to kind of hold this. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, 6th chapter. I'm gonna start at verses 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched."
Yeah, deceit shall be quenched. And that's what time we're living in. We're living in a time where lies are being dismantled. Because I mentioned that point that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, his belief is the only thing sustainable, but the way also you think about it, he is what sustains everything. So why is it to fear when this weak mortal, this mere bucket of bones, who, let's say, quote unquote, controls the media, that has weapons and armory and guns, there ain't nothing to be afraid of with this guy, man. He's being taken out, taken down.
Honestly speaking, man, you should, if they gonna do that, you should be looking forward to death, man. The fuck you want to be living around these people for, man?
Yeah.
That's to tell you in the right spirit, you can't give a fuck about your life here, man. You die when you gotta fucking die, man. Let me, oh man, no, give me one more, man. All right?
And that's why I said the men who were joined unto David, when he was in the wilderness, they were ready to perish. They didn't give a fuck about life. They're like, man, fuck this shit.
And when you at that point in life, can't nothing move you, bro.
And you gotta think about it. King David was an outcast. He was an outlaw. He was somebody where if you was in the city and hearing about David, all the people that had status and power was talking about him like, hey man, I'm gonna get David. I'm gonna bring a reward back to King Saul if I catch him. You know what I'm saying? So all the people that was talking ill, most of Israel has something ill to say about him.
Yeah, he didn't have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His name was downtrodden. So the men that actually left the cities to go join him and be on ride for him, those men didn't give a fuck. Those was the men that was experiencing fucking hell. Yeah. That's how you know we the house of David, man. Right. Straight up.
Can no bitch turn their heart against their men's, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, bros over motherfucking hoes, man. Because when time and hell breaking loose, we gonna be the ones that's standing out here, Lord's will, for each other, man. No bitch ain't gonna be on the side, on the front line out here with us, man.
Right.
She gonna be looking for you for protection, man.
Right. That bitch high when a cockroach pull up, man.
Talking that shit, man.
That bitch ain't gonna stand on nothing.
I got a little more. It says, as for faith, Shalakia, it shall flourish, and corruption should be overcome, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared.
Yeah. That's the Lord basically revealing all the truth to everybody, man. You know? Because this guy, he's really scared, man. I found a quote, if I can read it, about the shot.
I saw her.
These fucking women are careless as hell, man. They have no fear, man. They have no fear, man. And you know, honestly, like when you in the spirit, that should piss you off, man. I know brothers, you know, be looking what they got to do, but they not supposed
that's
to.
Still off. That's out of order.
Because they just know ain't nothing gonna happen to them.
Yeah.
You know what?
Carefree.
You know what?
Bro.
That's why we need my nigga Art the Clown out here.
Right.
Art, black ass trash bag.
Yeah,
oh yeah, and you know, it's stuff that's gonna happen that's gonna put fear on these people.
Yeah.
Because they was just fearful over a fake disease for about a year and a half. Right. And now it's like, since that narrative went out the window, it's back to the bullshit. Right. But the Most High, he's about to open up, man. And to the point where stuff like the brother mentioned his horror film, it's gonna be real demons like that out here. Like you gonna think that this motherfucker's like a regular person walking, but it's really a demon in human form killing people.
Hey, because that nigga Art, he just materialized on Halloween out of nowhere, man.
Yeah,
materialized, man.
That nigga had a whole basement situation set up everything.
Hey, this nigga, bro, when you watch the second, bro, this nigga,
Airbnb.
he murdered a whole person. This nigga went to the laundromat, bro, and took his clothes off in the laundromat and put the shit in the washing machine and dryer, cleaned his clothes, and put the motherfuckers back on.
The second one?
Yeah, man. All this nigga is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You got more on you there?
And it says here, no, that's it. But I can bring it back. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared. You know, we're gonna stop in like 15 minutes, man. But yeah, man, y'all brothers bring out the precepts.
I wanted to read this quick quote from Thomas Jefferson real quick. Because this shows you, but they knew the truth the whole time and that it's been suppressed. But they knew. This is a quote directly from Thomas Jefferson. It says, "Indeed, I tremble for my country when reflect that God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever, that considering numbers, nature, and natural means only, a revolution of the wheel of fortune, an exchange of situation."
Oh, you gotta break down what's that wheel of fortune, man.
Yeah.
Break that down, man.
Because when it says a wheel of fortune, a wheel is basically like a circle, and one revolution is basically one cycle. So you had 0 degrees, you go around one revolution, it comes back on you, right? So that fortune, he's saying he's fearful that the situation that we got these so-called Negroes in, he said, I fear that fortune is going to turn on us.
Because you know what? The Edomites at that time, they knew where they came from. They knew that in the Middle Ages that we actually had them in slavery.
Yeah.
So they knew, okay, the wheel turned around and now we got them.
Yeah.
Like Thomas Jefferson, they knew about the Middle Ages. They knew, okay, we were in Europe.
They knew who they was grabbing.
We were serfs, and now we got them.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Fuck! Well, if we get them, what if they get us?"
They come back.
But it gets better because he shows you they knew.
Start from the top again, though.
It says, this is a quote, Thomas Jefferson notes on the state of Virginia. "I indeed tremble for my country when reflect that God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever, that considering numbers, nature, and natural means only."
Hey, the justice cannot sleep forever, man. Because they knew they fucked up, man.
And that's erroneous because
They knew
you know
they
what?
fucked up, man.
The Most High judgment never sleeps.
Yeah.
Right.
It just tarries. It waits until a particular time to come out. But also the scriptures go into also in the Song of Solomon, "Wake not my love till he come out till he arises."
Right, yeah.
Don't wake him up until it's time. But we're in that time where the juices are flowing, so to speak. Yahushua is getting prepared for that sword to come upon the nations.
Yeah, because in Ezra it tells you about the Most High, how he deals with the measure. He says to one set measure get filled, then when it pours into another measure, that's when the Lord moves the hands of time.
Right.
So a certain amount of wickedness have to transpire so the Lord can come back and do what he got to do.
It says, God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever, that considering numbers, nature, and natural means only, a revolution of the wheel of fortune, an exchange of situation.
Yeah, because when you consider nature, everything moves in a cycle. Things get repeated. There's a cycle of winter, spring, summer, fall, and it comes back around.
Right.
You understand how things work in circuits, like all these roads, right? They all can connect to one another, and you can go in revolutions around it.
Yeah.
Timelines are circular.
Circular life.
Yeah. It says, an exchange of situation is among possible events that it may become probable by supernatural interference.
So the Most High is going to supernaturally intervene, man.
Yeah.
All right. And hey, this Revelation 13 and 10. It says,
Hey, that's the spirit, because I was going to go there, bro.
It says, he that leadeth into captivity should go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Yeah. And you see Thomas Jefferson, when he made that quote, that was at the genesis of America. That's when shit was just popping off, man. That's when they just figuring out you got a whole landmass on the other side, man. But in the beginning of the quote, he said, I have fear for my people, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Hey, from a certain aspect, Esau knew that the Lord was dealing with him. Here we got all these Negroes over here.
Right.
Here we is slaying all these Gadites. We getting all this land, bruh. But the Most High put in his heart, he said, you know what? This shit might come back on us. But Esau don't think like that. They just say, fuck it. Let's take it all, man.
Yeah.
Let's go to the west. Let's start killing motherfuckers, man. Now what? Now you got this place.
Right.
Guess what, man? The same slaves that you put on the ships, called niggas, treated like shit. Hey, turns out we the chosen people, man. And the Lord's gonna redeem us for the shit that you done, man. Big time.
Yeah, because this same nigga that said that, he owned 600 slaves, man.
Slave, yeah.
And when he died, did he let them go? No. He passed them on to his offspring, man. You know?
Hey, Yeah, this is I mean, basically, it's going where we going now, but the brother brought it out, going into when Yahushua told Pilate he has no power, right? This is Revelation chapter 9, or not Revelation. This is John chapter 19, verse 7. It said, the Jews answer him, we have a law, and by our law he ought to die, because he made himself the Son of the Most High. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was more afraid, and went again into the judgment hall, and saith unto Yahushua, whence art thou? But Yahushua gave no answer.
Yeah, and there is no law that say you make yourself the Son of the Most High, you gotta die. Like they was bearing false witness on it. They just said that to give Pontius pretext to be able to kill him.
Yeah, to kill him, you know.
That's it, because
They wanted to
there
be
was
blasphemous.
Yeah, there was no law that they could bring out that Yahushua broke. None. So they had to make that shit up on the spot, you know.
It's saying, and went again into the judgment hall, and said unto Yahushua, whence art thou? But Yahushua gave no answer. Then saith Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me?
And you know what? You know what's so crazy about that, or spiritual, whatever word you want to use, is that we are saying we're the sons of the Lord now.
Yeah, I'm about to
We're
break that point.
saying that we're the sons of Yahweh Bashem
about to
Yahushua,
make that
and
point.
they make it a crime for that. And you're anti,
Right.
This should be taken, that should be taken. Well, how the fuck is it a crime if we can back it up with archaeology?
Right.
If we can back it up with what the scriptures say?
The prophecy proves
Yeah,
it,
the
man.
prophecies,
We ain't gotta have
the
no
curses.
evidence. The scriptures, man.
Yeah, and then you got wicked ass niggas just in the ancient world like LeBron James, Shannon Sharp.
Right.
They say, hey, he ought to die for this.
Exactly.
He ought to die for proclaiming that, man.
The
I don't know who's a worse than nigga, man.
The spirit,
Hatred.
the,
Yeah,
spirit,
LeBron,
the
you
scriptures
off
tell you, what is that? Romans, the spirit beareth witness that we are the sons of the Most High.
Yeah.
So if the spirit bear witness of that, how can we be liars? How can we be doing something wrong? You know, we're just wrong in the eyes of evildoers, man, because that's the natural order of the war between good and evil. Evil always opposes good, good always opposes evil. And that's a struggle that it can't be contained. We can't come to a peaceful agreement and say, well, you know what, we just gonna be righteous on this side and y'all just be wicked. No, it's a war.
Somebody gotta be over.
Yahweh,
Yeah, you gotta
Yahweh
prevail.
Bashem Yahushua himself is a man of war. He's a man of war. He set up that struggle between good and evil.
Gotta have
Just
victory.
how Jacob and Esau were in the womb. Jacob represent the good, Esau represent the evil. And that was right, they was fighting. Because of the force, the spirit was within them. One was good and one was evil. Okay?
It says, John 19, verse 10, then Pilate said unto him, speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee and have power to release thee? So Pilate, he was speaking from his position as a mortal man. He didn't gain that position. You know, like man, I could have you killed right now. You see? Same thing with these worldly people, with these elites, man. We're like, hey man, we could take this, take that, we could do this to you, whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. But this is what Yahushua say, man. John 19, verse 11. Yahushua answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above.
That's faith right there.
It say, therefore, he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. Ain't that, bro? But ain't that a cold ass saying, man?
Bro.
He say the only way you doing this to me is because the power above let you do it, man. He let you do that shit, man.
Because he had to get exposed.
Huh?
The evil of our people had to get exposed for who they are. Because that's what, you know, it's like what they call a litmus test. To test the, let's just say, the alkalinity or acidity or something, to gauge what a person is really about. Like everything that happened to Yahushua, right? All those people that came against him and proved who they were. They was wicked, man. You know, and part of the story was him being a sacrifice for the nation. So he had to play that story out. His story had to play out as it was written of him by the Most High.
And think about it this way, when he said that they that delivered me into you, they got the greatest sin. Think about all the people that come against us, but look at all the bullshit they doing in their life, man. Because the first thing, if you jacked up, what's the first thing you think about when you fuck up?
Yeah, you think about your actions.
What did you do? But what does the average person do when they get fucked up? They play the victim.
Somebody else.
Why did this happen?
Your crib ain't burnt down. Yeah, it burnt down because of another motherfucker's negligence, which could be. But what did you do? What did you do to offend the Most High?
They never think about it that way. Ever. They'll toss it up to misfortune or bad luck. Yeah. It's never okay. Well, you wicked as hell. And you, the Most High.
I just got finished committing adultery last night in this same house, and the Lord burnt the motherfucker down.
But you can bet that was probably the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Scriptures talk about that unlawful bed. You know,
well,
people gotta die. Man, I can't wait till the Most High open up, bro.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I'll bring out this one last precept. We'll shut it down. It's that Boston weather right here. But this is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such that have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor."
And you know what? That the heaviness of what that boldness is showing itself more and more as we come out here. It's literally becoming a crime to call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. So the fact that brothers are still standing in boldness, that's why the scriptures call that great boldness. Because we out here like, fuck it, man. You know?
And it reads here, and it says, when they should see it, they should be troubled with terrible fear, and should be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for. And their repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of a reproach. We fools accounting this life madness, and his end to be without honor. So how is he numbered among the children of God, and how is his lots among the saints?
Yeah, and honestly, that's what Thomas Jefferson was breaking down, man. You know, when he saw that hey, something's going on here. Like I feel like there's going to be a change of fortune.
Yeah,
and it might just be at the hands of something supernatural. That's basically Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, right there.
It's that too good to be true thing.
And that's what you don't want.
Yeah.
Because if it's supernatural, you're not stopping that, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Flesh and blood and human, you can put down with a couple of rounds. Yeah. When the Most High come, ain't nothing gonna stop him, man.
That's right.
This earth really gonna tremble when the Lord touches down here. This fucking place gonna shit, man. When he comes, they gonna know it. Because I'm gonna tell you something, brothers. What's getting ready to happen in this country alone? Words cannot describe the type of horror that's getting ready to come to this fucking place, man.
That's right, bro.
The Lord
Next level.
Yeah, bro. Like the visions, bro, we've been getting. The Lord started back giving me visions and dreams, bro. Heavy, man. It's coming. The Lord is like, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, because it's like when this place finally gets its judgment, it's going to be the worst of all. Yeah. And it's going to be quick. Like, it's not going to be a slow build-up to all hell breaking loose and people dying. No, it's going to be like overnight.
It's building up now.
Yeah. So when everything breaks loose and then we start seeing bodies drop, bro, it'd be like, okay, you see the scene right now, it's cars, but it's like you come out the next day, you see bodies, you see cars exploding, fires, and shit, fires. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of shocking.
It's gonna go from an uncivilized world real quick. Just how the Most High deal with this whole Kanye shit, how it blew up like that quick. This place is gonna go from this to a third, like to straight up a horror movie in literally a second, man.
Yeah.
It just take one event, man.
Yeah, this a fire, but hey, this a fire you can't quench, man.
Yeah. It shows you that in a lot of horror movies as it is. That shit pops off suddenly, man.
Bushwick. They was downstairs, walked up, and all of a sudden the nigga came down the stairs, fucking head was on fire, man.
Out of nowhere.
This shit was blown off, man. He got his shit blown. He gonna say, I'm gonna check.
Right here.
He went up there, came down.
Nigga look like Ghost Rider and shit, man. Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up, brothers, man. So we're gonna close out.
So we're gonna close out, give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And shalom to all you hopeful elect brothers and sisters watching these videos. Peace to you, man.
Shalom.
And the Bible ball.
Ball.